and I'm the president of the Springboarders. I'm here today with Ariel, Iona, and Alexa. We're out of school and we wanted to talk about how COVID-19 has impacted our lives.
Yes.
Yes.
Is anyone doing e-learning?
Yeah.
No, our school system has actually not given us anything to do this week. And individual teachers have put down oh, this is extra credit and you can do this. But for a lot of teachers, it's just, if you're in AP classes, a lot of the teachers have already finished teaching the vast majority of the course, so they're just kind of chilling.
They're
yeah, you can review on your own.
Yeah, for our school, our AP teachers actually asked the administration if they could give work, and the administration said nothing in this period could be graded or given as an assignment. So we have a lot of stuff to get through still, so they're just posting things to look over.
Well, at our school, we have to finish assignments that we were supposed to do this week. So we have to turn them on Google Classroom. And even our math teacher gave us a packet about the coronavirus in math, how it relates to math.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, at least your teacher's taking advantage of real world issues and relating it to something that could be useful.
Yeah.
Because right now we're doing integrals.
To school.
Lydia and I are supposed to go back April 6th. But who knows?
Yeah, we're supposed to go back April 6th too.
But you never know.
And I really hope we do.
Yeah, because in Kansas, they've canceled the whole entire school year.
No.
Already.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do at home, so it's it'd be really nice if we got out of quarantine.
I know that I'm the kind of person who needs different things in their day, but I really underestimated how much structure leaving the house gives me. You know what I mean?
Because I'm so bored. I have nothing to do. I started drawing, and it's really nice having a lot of free time. But it's also you're in a long distance relationship with all of your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy. I'm who can I talk to?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
It's nice to have free time, but it's hard when you can't actually go out. You know?
It's I have a lot to do at home, but it's also it's easier to do it if I have other things to work around. You know what I mean? If I can go to days where I'm able to go somewhere, it's yeah, I can get other things done at home because I know I have something to look forward to. I have something to work around. I can make plans, but when I don't have any schedule, it's I can't do anything at all.
It is really weird.
Yeah, and I know
sudden change.
I know that I should do my work that they assign to me online, but I'm no, I'm just gonna take a break. But then I'm what else can I do?
Exactly. And then you're in your bed for 3 hours and you're oh my god, what just happened?
Exactly.
Have y'all started any creative projects? Anything different?
I've been trying to learn how to play Stairway to Heaven on the guitar. That's been going.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to teach myself how to actually cook.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been cooking a little bit. I made nachos for my family. I don't usually do that.
Yeah, I've been drawing and coloring.
Yeah, I think I want to make
standard.
I think I want to make cookies, red velvet cookies, the sandwich cookies.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
they're so
good. Some in the mail.
Yes, if I learn how to make them, I'll try.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been reading for fun. I don't do that much. I really don't.
I've been planning on reading for fun. I'm probably going to start doing that.
Yeah. What book are you reading?
Emma? Because we just read Pride and Prejudice at school.
Oh.
So, and I liked it. I'm only on the first chapter, though.
If I do read, it'll probably just be the book that they assigned us in history before we got out.
All of this happened.
My plans were to shadow, and I don't think I'll be allowed in the hospital now.
Well, see, I was gonna extend my work hours, but now since restaurants are closing, like they're thinking about not letting us do that because they might not be open for that long.
I didn't really have any plans, but like I honestly like the coronavirus reaching the US wasn't as big of a shock to me because my family actually lives in Wuhan, which is like where it all started. Yeah. And I was born there, so it was like kind of like realizing that it probably would hit here. I just didn't know what extent.
Yeah.
So you have a very unique perspective on that as an American and as a Chinese American. Like that's like how has this felt for the past year? Like how is knowing, especially when other people have been pushing it down and been like, like how has that felt to you?
Well, I think there's a difference between like panic and being prepared. And I feel like at least a lot of people that I've talked to are more panicking than they are being prepared by like stockpiling
Yeah, I agree.
at the stores and like getting things that they don't need when other people need them. And yeah, like I think just because I feel like there's a misunderstanding of like just because I don't feel like talking about like the coronavirus as much as like everyone else is, it's not that it's downplaying. It's just that it's the norm to talk about the coronavirus now that no one talks about anything else.
Yeah, I agree with that, and it became very tiring over the past like Wednesday through Friday. It's like I don't think like people keep asking questions they know answers to. Like you know what I mean? Like you just want to hear yourself talk.
Yeah,
they just like to bring up the word.
Yes, exactly.
A day of school without talking about like COVID-19.
And it's like there's more to like right now, like the whole. There's more to life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think it just like progressed like over like a span of a week because I know like at the beginning of last week everyone was like chilling and then Wednesday comes and everyone's like it's here, but like it just really went out of proportion. I think
and I get what you're saying.
Like it's a big deal because we've as teenagers I don't think we've like the past outbreak of like the bird flu or something, and it was like in 2002. We weren't born or we were like when it happened, but then like this just feels so unprecedented because it's like a recession is like coming and like all on quarantine, and it is a big deal, but there's still like a fine line between like prepared.
And I feel like that's also different. It's an interesting thing for our generation because it's like our mothers were pregnant with us.
Yeah.
During that time, or they just had us, and that's a different kind of fear. Like, can you imagine being pregnant right now?
Yeah.
Like like how horrifying that must be.
Hey, Ariel, do you have relatives in Wuhan, and have they told you like what's going on and how their lives were affected?
Yeah. So I have my grandma lives there and my uncle, and they've moved in together after this whole like quarantine thing. So they're staying at my uncle's house, and both of them are really lucky because my grandma was at the same like dresser barbershop place when someone who had the virus was, but she wasn't infected, and both of them are doing fine. But like in the beginning, she like my grandma's super stubborn. She was downplaying it, like, oh, it's not a big deal, pass by. Then after she realized it was, both of them just kind of like stay inside, and they like order their food, and people drop it off at the gate of the apartment, and then they would have to go out and pick it up. But two of my mom's friends actually work at the hospital, and they're just out. They were out of supplies for the longest time because of like the masks deal and everything, and their parents were actually infected because my mom's friend got infected, but they wouldn't take her at the hospital, so she went back home, and then like their whole family was like infected.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's interesting to like hear about from like in the United States.
Because like it could spread more here. I feel like we're at the beginning right now, and I'm pretty sure it will get worse.
Yeah. But it is like really sad that it is getting worse because there's so many like plans for summer that are just getting canceled, and it really
I know.
sucks because
And it's like
Yeah, like even right now, like have y'all's extracurriculars changed too? Because not just school, it's like everything, right?
Yeah, because like
like for example, like this year, my partner and I for debate, we qualified to like one of the really harder to qualify national tournaments. But then instead of canceling it because they know it's like a big deal for the debate community, they made it virtual, which is still
Oh, wow.
which is
Wow.
just like it's not gonna work. I don't really know how it's gonna work, but that kind of sucks. And if they cancel the actual nationals tournament, that would be really terrible.
Yeah.
And then also like
Yeah.
a lot of college visits and like also like college programs, they're like having to canceling them. And like
Yeah, mine did. I was so excited. The first weekend of spring break was supposed to be like a visit to campus, like some event for admitted students, and
yeah.
it totally got canceled, and I'm so sad.
Yeah. And then like usually in the summer I'll like volunteer at UAB hospital. But like they haven't sent out anything yet that's like we're not gonna have it. But I really think they're just not gonna have it because it's
I was supposed to start volunteering in the pediatric ER like in April, and they were like, "Yeah, not now."
not happening.
I was supposed to like finish my gold award, like, and my gold award project is going to be around like creating a curriculum in health that actually teaches sex ed, and another part of it was going to be like having a hotline at Children's that like kids could call about questions they can't ask the pediatricians in front of their parents, and like that kind of that whole. I don't know what to do now. Like if it can go through, it'd be cool. But it's like everything is on pause when like you know. But
yeah,
that's
like
just
when you were ready. That's when everything went to pause. When you were ready.
Yeah. It feels weird though because it's like time is still moving forward, but then everything like every single day it's like the same routine.
Yeah, which is like so boring. It's like we're in a movie, really. Like that's how I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I was talking to my grandma on the phone, and she said, obviously, she's lived a long time. She's in her 70s. She said she's never, ever experienced something like this, like to this scale. I mean, she lived through war and like hard times, you know, times that people were like scared or unsure and changing their lifestyle. But like this, just like a mass, like people staying home and like buying all these supplies, she's never seen anything like this.
I think it's like my mom is not. She's kind of like immunocompromised, like her immune system's kind of compromised, but her entire outlook on it's very like because she's from Bhopal in the 80s. There was a massive gas leak and 500,000 people in her city died like overnight.
Oh my god.
Like and then school shut down for half a year. So she's like looking at this, she's like, like this was not.
Yeah, I guess that.
Right, she's like, I will make it.
Yeah, and like at that point that they just passed everyone. Nobody failed that year. They're like, we don't know what we're gonna do because so many people had died.
That's horrible.
And then in the 90s they had a lot of like her city was overcome by riots, and it became very unsafe to go places, and people were having to hide, like Muslim families and other people were having to Bhopal, India. People were having to like hide different families of other religions. Like it was not a good time. And at that time she couldn't like go to school, and her whole thing was she's like angry people are much scarier much scarier than a virus. People will get into your house.
Yeah, that does.
So I like her perspective on it. It's like it's very different.
Yeah.
I
mean, I will say my grandma, obviously she's white and she lives in America, so it's a different experience, I guess.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like I think because my mom's brother and her mom lives in China right now, she's being like careful and cautious because right now she's like she doesn't want any of us to go outside, and it's like constantly like telling us to wash our hands and everything, which I definitely understand. And yeah, I think it just has to play into like different perspective things.
Do you feel like you've experienced any racism from people, or like just even like passive racism?
I think like I wouldn't say it's directly towards me just because I'm Chinese, but definitely that has been a problem. But personally, I think it's in our school at least, if anyone coughs, they're like, "Oh, you have the coronavirus."
Oh yeah, yes, at my school, if you cough, you are sick. you are sick.
But then there are problems where in London there was like a Singaporean man who got
yeah,
that was crazy.
Wasn't it beaten to death in this country? Pretty sure that happened somewhere in the north.
Yeah, in New York, they're like attacking Asian Americans.
Yeah,
like even like teenagers were attacking people.
And then Trump tweeted something that was like the Chinese virus.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
How messed up is that?
Did you guys listen to his NPR? Like,
yes.
Oh,
wait, tell me about that.
It's how can you be so unaware? Like,
he really doesn't even understand.
So unaware. Like, do you know what's going on? Do you know how people are handling it? Like, I have so many feelings about this.
Was this his national emergency, or was
I think so?
It was.
Okay, we watched that in school.
I watched it in school too.
Oh yeah. I was listening to it on the radio. I was like, "Whoa, oh my god, oh my god!"
I think one thing that was funny is when Pence, he was like, "All we need to do is have common sense." I was like, "Okay, that's all we're gonna do." It's like, cover your mouth, wash your hands. I was like, "All right." That's another thing. I think like the media is like really causing a lot of panic in people because like you'll see things and it's like such and such tested positive for coronavirus, but they're not like saying it like. Okay, not everyone who has it is like dying. Like some people are just scared and they just have it.
It's like
there's so much we don't know about it.
And also like when people keep calling it the coronavirus, it's like I need you to do a quick Google search. Coronaviruses are a family of viruses. You have had coronavirus. You've had one this year. You've had one this year. We all did. So like I was shadowing earlier in like what month is it, right? February. And when I was there, they were like, yeah, we had 2 cases of coronavirus. And I was like, what? And they were like, no. Like, not
That's
COVID-19.
Funny. It's like a common...
Yes,
it's common to get.
Yes, coronavirus is anything with flu-like symptoms or common cold symptoms. That's a coronavirus.
In October.
I didn't know that because like that's not broadcasted on the news.
It's like this is basic information. This is basic information.
Like COVID-19 and the coronavirus are just like used simultaneously.
They are.
It's like that's not medically.
Because that's not what it is.
It is medically like irresponsible to continue calling it the coronavirus.
Yeah, in like October and November, I had like laryngitis, and I was like, oh, so really, I had the coronavirus. Like, I was like, I know.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Really.
I've been thinking about, like, as a senior, I've been thinking about like prom and
it's like really
trips, graduation. It's all up in the air, you know. I mean, 2 months ago, prom was like such a big deal to me, and I was thinking about it and planning. I have like this wad of cash and envelope that I saved up, you know, for a dress and stuff. I haven't even bought the dress because now, you know, like it's kind of like, is it even going to happen anymore?
I think that at Homewood it's going to happen because we only have one. We'll figure out something because at Homewood we don't have a junior prom. There's only one prom that you get, so it'll be pushed. I'm sure it'll be pushed back, and I'm on the committee, so I'm pretty sure it'll get pushed back.
Yeah, I know in other states they've already closed their prom. Like they've already canceled prom.
You think it could be a summer thing?
I'm pretty sure it'll be a summer thing. Okay, I mean, you know the people that go to Homewood. You know the parents.
There could be parents that might like contribute money and buy out the hall we were going to use.
Yeah, no, I mean, also they haven't canceled it. They haven't canceled it yet. And if we go back, if everything goes to plan, we're probably going to still have a prom.
Just not April 18th, Probably.
Probably not.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
And like the CDC, they like recommend that we stay out for 8 more weeks. So I really don't know if they're gonna push it back, but like for how long?
Yeah. We've got about 5 minutes left. Anything else you want to add? Yeah, I know. Time flies.
That did not seem like that. Right?
Conversation. So thanks everyone for coming and talking. We've had some really good things to say. Stay healthy. Use your hand sanitizer, but mostly wash your hands.
Please.
And
Please.
Social distance. And don't forget to check the website, GirlSpring.com. All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.